Said it there as you guys were coming around at the end, but what a tight finish, neck and neck all the way through. You all, you've had success here before, you've ridden successfully, but I would love to hear what it means to you today. How was that ride today?
I think for me with Toddy, it's just like I was saying before yesterday, like his connection a little bit to Cooper is pretty special for me. It's a horse I've always believed in and put my money where, whatever money I had, where my mouth was, and I was just like, I can't wait to tell Boyd, because he's loved that horse from the start. He's always like, when are you gonna actually like win something? But I mean, this time of year, and obviously this place is very emotional for me, you know, because of Cooper, and time doesn't seem to necessarily make that easier. And I think probably, I know, like I said yesterday with Emily, like I wasn't even like thinking I necessarily was going to come to this event. So I think that probably makes it a little bit more like when you're like, oh wow, I can't believe that happened. I'm just thrilled. I think it's a really cool horse, and I'm just so excited that she got to go out and have the result that I was kind of thinking. And for her owner, Beth, it's just so awesome.
I suppose I'm thrilled mostly for the group that's behind me, the Deep Purple Eventing group. They've really trusted me to make the right decisions with the horses, and this is a horse that we weren't really sure we could afford to buy, and we had a couple extra people step in and help us. And my goal from the beginning was to try to get a 2-star qualifier done this year, so coming here and finishing second really helps to kind of make everyone realize that it was definitely worth the effort put in, and I'm just really excited for the future.
So Jenny, how did she feel jumping today? Did she come out of her stall feeling good this morning when she was ready to go?
Yeah, she. I think I probably have her overly fit even maybe for this event. She did feel fresh and ready to go, and she is a good jumper. But like I've had my last 2 rounds, like at Plantation and at Morgan, I thought she jumped so super, but she had a pull at each of them. So I was thrilled that she jumped clear in the AC. So I was like, well, maybe I'm due a clear one now. But I know she wants to be a good horse in all 3 phases. But today I was just so happy. Like she jumped so well. Even I think I was even feeling a bit nervous for sure going into it, and she felt fit, ready to go. Knock on wood. It's some bad luck trotting horses up this year, and it was so nice to come here this morning and not be like so stressed out about that. So she's definitely came into today feeling well, so that was good.
And how did Sylvie feel this morning?
She was not tired after yesterday either. Had my hands full at the jog, and same in the jumping warm-up. She was pretty full of herself, and she's still getting used to bigger environments like this. So to me, it was just trying to balance out keeping her focused in the ring, but not messing with her too much. And it's fortunate, she's a really good jumper, and she really wants to show jump clean. So I didn't feel like I had the smoothest round or gave her the best ride, but she was jumping out of her skin. So I'm certainly happy about that.
Jenny, can you just tell us a little bit about your relationship with Beth and how long you've known her and how you guys met?
Yes, when I first came and worked for Philip, I taught a lady named Jean Marie, actually, and she, I think, boarded or maybe took lessons at Beth's Barn, which is right by the Jersey Horse Trials, like Horse Park of New Jersey. And Beth had a breeding operation and was looking to sell some of the horses, and sent me I think we probably sold 5 or 6 horses together, and ironically one of them was to Steph Cotton, who works for me now. And so it started off just selling her horses, and then I think we sold a couple, and then I asked her if she would go in with someone else to buy another horse that I got from Philip Palooza, actually, and then someone bought that as a young rider horse, and actually one of her homebreds I ride 2-star now, and then Toddy, this whole thing that I talked about yesterday with Toddy came up, and that mare I just saw, and I can't leave Germany without trying to figure out how to get this horse. And I had asked a few people. I'm horrible at asking anyone for anything, and our plan was always to syndicate her, which I actually have a syndicate together and is not really advertised or gotten much. So it's just kind of a funny thing because she's just probably how Emily feels like when you put up money and people back you and you have a good result, it just makes it feel like, you know, you're doing well for them. And Beth's awesome. I mean, she's the person that's like, don't go fast today, like, oh, you know, she says that all the time. Like, I probably could have fallen off today and she would have liked you just the same. And I think that honestly, like, I think with the Gardners and with Beth is probably brings out the best in you because you just know that they're doing it for the right reasons. Beth definitely does it for the right reasons.
So is the syndicate actually active at this point?
Yeah, it's on my website. I just I don't really like asking people for money very much, so I like kind of haven't. I promised her I would try to syndicate her, and I've like put it on my website and stuff, but I haven't like wrote it all over Facebook 50 times. And it'd be like, I felt bad. She fell at Jersey, so I was like, well, let's just see how she goes for a while before. But,
So you don't have any members of the syndicate?
no, it's just Beth and I. Beth and I own the horse ourselves, and I mean, I think she'd probably rather own the horse. Like we want the horse to be taken care of, you know, properly, and want people that would only want the best for her. That's really special that way. So I think she's happy today.
Has she ridden the horse at all?
Yes, actually. Well, we went for a trail ride once. I think she actually rode her mare with Toddy, so no, she hasn't. But she's a great rider. I mean, she's ridden preliminary herself and upper level dressage and fox hunting and then everything. She's just a really cool horse person.
So she doesn't have any plans though to get the ride on the horse?
Beth? No. No, she's happy. We bred the mare twice. We have 2 embryo transfers on her. One's on the ground right now. She's like a year and a half, and the other one's in her mommy, right? The surrogate mom right now. So.
Who's the sire?
A stallion named Royaldic. It's one of Heraldic's sons. Royaldic. Royaldik, which Beth has quite a sense of humor, so that's led to some funny jokes.
Can you spell that again?
Royaldik. And if you Google Royaldic and Michael Young, there's a really great video of him in his stallion testing. It's a very nice stallion.
Michael Young
Rode him in his, yeah. If you Google it, it's cool. It's a really bloody stallion.
What's the homebred of hers that you're taking to start?
It's cool as ice.
Oh, fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the year that you actually got Toddy?
The year I went to Lemoulin with Marilyn, with Ping, the last time, second time I fell there, or handed
the
on a
second
letter
time you went
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you listen
Most recent.
Yeah, 2000, the year I fell on the pavement. When was that? At Rolex. I went right after that.
2013.
Yeah.
2013.
So it's been 3 years.
Yeah, she was 5 and now she's 8, so yeah. So.
Really picked great ways to it's bad things.
That's the way to do it.
Keep it real.
So Emily, what's next for Sylvie?
I don't know. We originally were kind of toying around with the idea of seeing how she came out of this and maybe taking her down to Ocala for that CIC 3-star. I had thought about moving her up to advanced at Stable View and went there and did the combined test, but felt like the course was just a bit more than she needed right before Fairhill. So we'll see when she comes out of it. I mean, for sure, I'll plan on moving her up to advanced in the spring if she doesn't do the Ocala. See what she tells us. But she certainly enjoyed herself this weekend, so there's plenty more in there.
Any more questions? We got Emily to go ride, and we're going to take her up to the. That's a good thing. All right, so I have Lauren Kiefer and Mrs. Mars Landmark's Monica, one of the homebred babies. It was very exciting. She walked out to accept the prizes with you because she said, "Please come out." So how was it to jump around there today with him?
Great. He's a really good show jumper, and you know, he's done several 2-stars now. We did Jersey last year and Osborne in England last fall, so he's got a lot of experience. But he's a lovely horse. He's such a little trier, and you know, I've obviously his older brother Monte Carlo's got a lot of experience too. So it's just it's very fun to have the homebreds and to, you know, produce them to the level and have them do well.
So how did he feel this morning after the cross country?
He felt fresh as a daisy. You know, really a nice feeling when you get on these horses that A, have kind of the mileage under them, and also with all the blood that they feel the same. You know, you certainly after a CCI, you can't get on in the morning and you're not really sure what you're going to have, even if they're down or whatever else, their bodies hurt. And you know, my body hurts after riding 5 round yesterday. But he felt great and he was fresh and jumped a beautiful round.
And what did you think of the course?
It was good. It was open. It was pretty simple. You know, it's open distances and a lot of you know, kind of just galloping around. So, but it seemed to ride well overall for everyone.
Are they bred the same then?
Yeah, they're full siblings, 1 year apart.
And what does it mean to have somebody like Mrs. Morris, who's so proud of her very young stock?
It's very fun. It's very special, and just you know, she's as an owner, she's obviously, you know, seen a lot, but she gets just as tickled with the young horses doing well. I mean, she probably won't let me telling the story, but when Monaco did his first 1-star and finished cross country, she was like in tears at the end. Like she was just so excited. And you know, she's had horses go to the Olympics and win gold medals and everything else, but they're like her children to her, so it's always really special for her.
Thank you, some good luck, and I'll take you back to the farm.